welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Angie. So today I am going to be talking about baby names I love and might be using. So if and when I get pregnant again and we're not telling anybody the baby name yet, you can come back to this video and be like, oh, well, she might be using that. I will also be saying which ones I would never use and which ones I might be using or would consider. Which obviously there's baby names that I still haven't thought of yet that I will probably think of when I'm pregnant, and so you never know, but I will be saying which ones I might be using. Let's just get right into the video. So the first name is Abigail, and I honestly love that name so much, but I would never use it because it is so used and it's so populated, I guess. It's a really, really popular name, and it's a really pretty name, but I don't think I would use it because it is too popular for my liking. I honestly really prefer really, really unique names, and obviously Nevaeh doesn't really fit into that category, but her name was picked out from kindergarten up. I named all my baby dolls that. I knew that my first girl was gonna be named that. So no matter how popular it got, I was always gonna name her that because she was my first girl. The way I spelled it, it's heaven spelled backwards, so it is a little bit unique to me. I think that's really unique. Not everybody spells it like that. And a little side note, my washer was running, so that's what that noise was. And Bea's in her room. I'm trying to get her to take a nap right now, so you might hear her talking or babbling a little bit. So the next name is Rayla, and I really love that name, but I just couldn't see Nevaeh and Rayla fitting together, so I don't think that's why I would use it. You never know though, I might end up using it, but Nevaeh and Rayla just is a little too rhymey for me, so I don't really think I would ever name my next kid that. This name is seriously one of my favorite names. It always has been, and that is Everly. And there's a couple reasons why we wouldn't use it. Those reasons being, it is pretty popular. I know a couple Everlys, and on Jordan's side of the family, somebody has that name incoordinated in their name. And so I wouldn't want two people in the family with the name Everly, even if it was a middle or whatever. I just don't think we would end up using that name, but that is seriously one of my favorite names. It is such a pretty name. I love it so much. So there's that one. I love the name Ashlyn. Ashlyn is seriously such a pretty name, but I knew someone named Ashlyn and I didn't really get along with her, so that kind of ruined the name for me. And that might seem silly, but I don't know, I can't use names of people that I know or people I didn't really get along with. I couldn't use their name because I would always think about them. So Ashlyn is pretty, but I would never use it. Next is Connor. Oh my gosh, that is such a cute boy name. I love the name Connor. I have a cousin named Connor, so I could never use that. So that's kind of out of the picture, but I do love the name Connor. I think it's such a cute little boy name. Another little boy name I love is Grayson. I also have a cousin named Grayson, so I would never use that name, but seriously guys, the name Grayson, so cute. I love that name. I also love the name Skylar, and I have a cousin named Skylar too. I know, I love my cousins' names for some reason. I feel like they were really well named. I just love those three names. I think they are such pretty, flowy, beautiful names, but I would never use any of those three. So if you're looking for a boy name, those are so cute, and yeah. Next is Shay. I love that name, but I really like longer names, so I don't think I would ever use that just because, sorry, the dog is barking, but I would never use Shay because it is just too short for my liking. I like long names, but I do think it is a really pretty name. Oh my gosh, I can't get my foot up here. It's not comfy. Don't mind my double chin just then. Just don't mind that. Next is the name Riley and Reagan. So if I ever had twin girls, I would definitely consider this because I love them together. I think alone they're pretty too, but Riley and Reagan just sounds good together. I really like those names together and separately. So I don't know, in the future I would maybe end up using them, but yeah, those are two more girl names I like. So the next name I love is Bryn. I think that the B is really pretty. Bryn, like, I don't know, I really like B names for some reason. I think it's a really pretty name, and who knows, we might end up using it. So yeah. Layla, I love the name Layla. I love it. I just don't think Nevaeh and Layla sound good together, just because the at the end, like, I don't know if I would do another who knows, I might, but Layla and Vea is what we call her, so it doesn't really go together, but I do love the name. I think it's such a pretty name. The next are Violet and Scarlet. I don't think I would ever name my kids these, but they are super pretty names. If I had to choose between the two, I would definitely choose Scarlet. That one's a lot prettier to me, but I do love Violet and Scarlet together. I think if you had twin girls, that would be pretty names. But you never know. I might end up using them. They're definitely not on my absolutely not list, but I don't know if I would ever use them. Next is the name Avery. I think it is a really pretty name. I love the name Avery. But again, I know too many people named Avery, and for me it's too common, so I would never use that one, but I do think it is a beautiful name. Well guys, I think that is it for this video. If you would like a part 2, let me know in the comments. I would love to do a part 2. And if one day in the future you're still watching my YouTube channel and I end up getting pregnant and we're not announcing the name, just refer back to this video and then you might have a guess. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, and hit the bell button so you don't miss anything either. And yeah, I love you guys. Mwah!